Was good. Another video. Just talking about stuff, just stuff I've been thinking about. Today I just kind of wanted to talk about just the process it takes to actually get to the goals and dreams that you're thinking of and that like you have like set, like your goals that you have set, right? Obviously to get there it's definitely not easy. It's a process. I just want to kind of talk about that process and how it's essential in order to actually, be able to live out those dreams and goals that we have set out, right? So just think about it, like imagine you started doing like a certain business model like today, and this is like you not doing anything, right? Like so far you've done nothing, like you haven't taken action towards anything. You start a business model and a week later you start making 10K a month. Imagine it starts like that. Once you achieve that 10K a month a week later after starting, like you're not really going to appreciate, what it's like to have 10, like start making 10K a month and start experiencing, that kind of lifestyle, because you're not appreciating it as much as if you went months without seeing no results, months of actual like grind and work and grit that you put in towards a goal, and then finally God blessing you with that goal. But not only blessing you with that goal, but blessing you with something greater. Like, to me, that I would appreciate the outcome and the goals I have set out much more, because that's something that like no one can take away from you, right? No one could take that away from you, because inside that you actually did everything you needed to do. You put in that work. You went through a bunch of stuff that not everyone has the mental fortitude to actually go through, right? So it's definitely essential. Something that a lot of people always say, like a saying, is like God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers, or something like that, where like basically he gives his toughest soldiers like the toughest battles, but it's all for a reason. It's all for us to learn and grow. Obviously I still experience a lot of times where I'm like feeling down, because I'm plenty of months into this whole process, and I've seen basically really no results. But what I have seen is a lot of growth, a lot of learning, and a lot of progress. What I mean by that is, like, I started trading. In the last video I made, I said I've been trading for maybe 6 to 7 months, but realistically, it's been in December. It makes like month 9 of like the whole journey, right? So, I'm almost at a year. I'm like over halfway there, and I've learned a lot throughout the process. Like, especially with trading, it's something that mentally you have to be strong. You have to have a good psychology, because trading, realistically, like 10% of it is actual strategy, and like the rest of the 90% is more so like your psychology and how you go about trading, right? The revenge trading, all that stuff. There's so much more that goes into that. But really, what I'm trying to say is, all these months that I've been, learning trading and going through this process, blowing accounts, blowing accounts, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot to the point I am right now. Obviously, I'm still not funded yet, but I'm at the point where my understanding of how the market moves, how the market works, my execution, it's all getting better and better. You know what I mean? Like, I needed to go through all that process. It's, again, at the end of the day, it's a learning process. I need to go through all of those things. When it comes to high ticket sales, I only started this like about 2 to 3 months ago, and I'm already seeing, obviously I'm not seeing the results that I want, but I'm already getting a lot of progress. I'm on a better offer right now. I'm working with people that are, I would say they're more focused. They're more, added. They're more about it. You know what I mean? I'm getting myself in situations where I can learn and grow even more. Even though I'm not seeing the results I want, I'm still putting myself in situations where I can become better and better every single day. It's always important. Like, this process is not going to be easy. The process of actually getting to your goals and success is going to be hard. Obviously, the steps may sound simple. Just do what you need to do every single day. But not everyone can do that. Not everyone can stick with it and not see results for months and a long time and keep going. So I know, obviously, I have nothing to show for it right now, but I know that if I keep doing the things I need to do every single day, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter if I'm making literally no money, I just know that on the inside, I just know that it's all a process. I'm still learning. This is all a part of the journey, and that I need to go through all of these things and all these hardships to actually get to the point that I want to get to. Another thing I wanted to kind of talk about is, you can't just like be successful without going through the hardships. Like, you have that, like the process of getting rich and actually making money and making that much, like that amount of money that like you have your goals set for, it's not just like a financial transformation, but it's like kind of like a life transformation. You have to go through all these things that shape you into the person that is supposed to, like, it shapes you. How do I say this? Like, the struggles and everything you go through, all the lessons you learn, it all shapes you into becoming, that person that does make 10K a month, that person that does make 20K a month. Because obviously right now, for someone who hasn't started or hasn't done anything at all, they're not there. You are where you are because of your choices and like the decisions you've made in life, right? So obviously you're not making 10K a month right now, or not making 20, 30K a month because the person you are, you're not someone who is like, how do I explain this, has the right to do that. Like you haven't earned it yet. You haven't developed the traits of a person that would be making 10K, 20K a month. Like, you haven't developed those traits yet. So going through all the hardships, the months again where you're getting no results, all of that stuff is little building blocks that keeps you, learning, in a constant learning and growth state of mind, that you understand that, all of these, like, I guess you would call it like L's. All these L's you're taking, like, all these stack up to make you the person that is supposed to be making 10K a month, 20K a month, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I guess what I kind of want to just say for this video is more so like, understand that you have to go through the struggles. Obviously it's easier said to say, oh, like, don't trip about like the struggles. Like, obviously you have to go through it. It's going to be a hard process. It's going to be hard. There's going to be times where you literally just want to quit. But at that point, when you quit, you're just letting yourself down. You're letting your family down. You put all this work into this process, and you're just gonna just give up and go back to just a regular life. To me, that's just bullshit. Like, how are you gonna do that? I've had moments where I thought, like, you know what, bro, I'm just gonna like go back to doing everything back to normal. Fuck, I'm just focused on school and do all that. But obviously school's still there. School's always gonna be there. But this, like, again, you only have one life, and I have so many goals and dreams for this life and things I want to achieve and do. I want to impact the world. I want to influence people in a good way. I want people to come and watch my videos and like take something away from it. You know what I mean? I have all these dreams and things I want to achieve, but obviously I have to keep learning and growing and keep becoming a better version of myself every single day, so I can actually reach all these goals and aspirations that I have. So if I could really just conclude this video, it's just more so, don't get discouraged by the process. The process is essential for you to become the person that you dream of becoming. Just do what you need to do every single day, no matter how you're feeling. The mind is so important. The mind, the thoughts that you let into your mind, the thoughts that you allow your mind to think, will dictate the way you see life and how you go about life. So if you look at life and you wake up and the first thing you're thinking, oh, bro, I gotta wake up, I gotta do this whole process again, like, I'm not getting no results, this and that's literally how I'd be feeling sometimes. Even recently I'd be feeling like that, but I'm starting to understand more and more that, again, that's like another battle I have to win. The mental's such a strong battle. Like, the thoughts that I let into my mind. In my mind, I have to know I already am the successful version of myself. I already am making 10K a month. Like, I have to reassure myself and make sure I have the end goal in mind and understand that, again, all this is a process. I have to go through this. And everyone that has reached the heights, like all the people that you look up to that has reached those heights, all of them has gone through a process like this. No one just got what they wanted just like that. You know what I mean? You could literally think of any big creator, any big influencer, or any person you see online that you see has a certain amount of success or wealth or whatever it may be. Whatever they did, whatever they have right now, they went through a lot of shit to get to that point. Like, don't think like these people just picked up the camera, started making videos, and started like blowing up right away. No, this took it was a process. It took a while. It took a while to get there. So yeah, just endure the process. Understand that this is a phase where you're learning and growing and becoming the person that you set to be. Like, the goals you set to be, you are becoming that person more and more every single day. As long as you're doing a little bit every single day, becoming a better person every single day, implementing all the things that you learn, fixing your mistakes, tweaking little things. If you keep doing what you need to do every single day, it's just a matter of time that everything lines up and you get exactly what you deserve in this life, which is the goals that you have set out, whether it be making a certain amount of money each month, whether it's hitting a certain goal, like amount of subscribers, followers, whatever it may be. You got to do your part every single day in order to actually get there. Small wins every single day lead up to that big goal that you have set out for. So that's really all I just wanted to talk about today. It's something I've been struggling with a bit recently, and I know that I just got to keep myself level-headed and just always remember the end goal, and always remember that I have to go through all of this in order to become the person that I have set out to be. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all took something out of this, and yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day and keep doing what you need to do every single day. Thank you. Bye bye.